guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we will be reviewing the Mint episode 7. Let's get right into it. Alright, so this is right after everyone not jumped, but the group of girls, Rose, Ferrari, I can't think of her name ever, Ferrari, Nayeli, T-Wood, I think Judy, goes and attacks Teneki. We're gonna use a tag. Right. So they all come downstairs, and Dime calls the house meeting, and then she pretty much rips the girls a new one. Really do. She's like, "Who told y'all to do that?" Like just going off. Like she's saying, "Who told y'all to do that? Like who gave y'all the okay?" And then she was like, "Production, you're playing with me because this is my name, this is my face on this." Like, you know, people gonna look at her sideways. So she pretty much told the girls like, "I don't know what I'm gonna do with y'all, but you know, like y'all might get sent home." She's like, "I'm thinking just about sending y'all home, honestly." So, you know, the girls are like, "Oh my gosh, this, that, the third." So then they get together with production, and then I guess the producer, I think her name is Alexis, pretty much says like, "I didn't tell y'all nothing. Like, I don't know who told y'all." Like, just saying she doesn't know who told the girls about who jumped or about the sneaking of Teneki. Well, Teneki sneaking west. And Rose was like, "Yes, you did. Yes, you did." And then she gets up and gets real close to her. Like, of course, Rose is always trying to fight people. And I want to say this. It doesn't matter who told y'all. It doesn't matter if production told you anything. Honestly, in my opinion, if I was on a show, hopefully I get called soon. If I was on the show and production was like, "Oh, so-and-so got snubbed." Okay. Ain't got nothing to do with me. They didn't touch me. They didn't touch my stuff. And I get it. Like, people feel like they said no sneaking, but there's always intent and logistics to everything that goes on. So I want to know all the backstory before I like put my hands on somebody. But Rose never takes accountability for anything. The whole time on the show, it's always, "Well, they did this." And I'm like, "You're 40 years old, babe. Get it together." You can't say, "Yeah, I don't like..." Spike, stop looking at me, you weirdo. He's looking at me. You could say, "I don't like 10. So anything to get her out of the house, anything that I could do to annoy her, I'm going to do it." Be real. You're not being real with yourself, and that's getting annoying because I haven't seen the last 2 episodes, but it's just annoying to see somebody so old, or to see people in general be old and no accountability or no self-awareness, which is just weird. So then the producer was like, "Oh, I didn't tell y'all to get anything. You know, nobody said anything to y'all, so I don't know." And then she blamed it on this guy named Mike, I'm assuming. And they were like, "Oh, who suggested the mask? Who suggested the mask?" And all the girls were like, And then they go play the scene back about when they were in the car, and Ferrari suggested the Pusheisty mask, all right? And, you know, Dime is hot. And then they keep just saying, "Production gave us the okay. Production gave us the okay." And the other girls are like, the girls who never been on TV. So Nayeli, Judy, T-Wood, and them were like, "Oh, well, that's what we thought that you wanted us to do. Like, I don't know, we never been on TV before." And I'm like, that's like, all I heard was, "I have no spine." That's it. All right. Oh, it says Rosie's mad at Ariel because, oh, her name is Ariel, not Alexis. So, you know, during the time that they're going, because they keep saying when they're at the, what would you call it, like island, and Ariel's asking them questions, and Rose keeps like trying to intimidate her and say, "No, that you're lying." And I'm like, it goes back to accountability for me. Rose, just say, "Okay, yeah, we wanted to do this," even if they did give you the okay, because in the car all I saw was the fact that Ariel kept saying, "Oh, um, they were like, oh, we're gonna be the number one show on the network," and they were like, "No, you're not." She said, "The Academy is," and she said, "I can't deem it as the number one show until I see some stuff." And you interpret it however you want to interpret it. I just heard that we need more show or episode or more time before it's deemed number one. Because how are you going to deem it number one before it even shows? You know what I'm saying? Like, they're in the card. No episodes have shown that. But whatever. When I said Rose was intimidating people, and I think Rose's been in jail a couple of times, right? Because she's so used to it gives off the energy she gives us is that I'm so used to intimidating people to changing their stories, so I'm gonna keep doing it, and that's not a tactic to use as an adult, right? It's giving very much y'all gonna hate me, Nicki Minaj vibes, where I send people to do my bidding and then act as if I have never done anything. Like, of course we see Rose doing things now because there's cameras, but if we didn't see her actually doing things, it gives Nicki vibes. It really does. And then Tennessee apologized to Sha Marie about a bottle at the club the night before, which is very stupid because it's just alcohol. And I'm pretty sure they got bottles at the house, but I'm not sure. It's not like one of those shows where, like Bad Boys Club. I don't know why I'm naming zoo shows, but other shows have alcohol at the house. So I was just assuming that there's alcohol at the house, but don't quote me on that one. All right. So during the whole fiasco in the beginning of the show with the Tennessee thing, I pretty much said that I feel bad for Dime because she's working with a whole bunch of children. Like, nobody takes accountability. Nobody wants to work hard. Everybody seems like they want a handout. And not saying everyone. Okay, let me rephrase that. A lot of people just want a handout. They want to see, oh, if I could just do a little something, it's not like they're really working for anything. But that's not everybody on the show. There are some girls that are really working hard, but it just feels like there's a bunch of children with a few adults in the thing. But I say the group of people who attack Tennessee, I feel like those are the children. All right, so then they go to a Mother's Day brunch, and why are you buffing up yourself? I have a bearded dragon, guys, and he's doing some weird things. All right, so I love Diamond's dress, and I love her bag. Y'all know I love Dior bags. I really do. Like, there are, like, the day that I get some money in my pockets for real, and I'm sitting nice, I'm about to go. I have an addiction to bags, so I'm about to go buy a couple of them. So they're at the Mother's Day brunch, and she invites Cypher and Tokyo, and it seems very nice. And then the topic of what happened to Tennessee comes up, and I like the fact that we're gonna jump around here. But T Wood was the first one to apologize to Ten for what happened, and I respect it. A couple of people were saying it was kind of fake, Rose, but I feel like it was very genuine because I know how to. We all been there. In the moment you do something, and then you later on think about it, and you was like, "That's lame. Like, I shouldn't have done that." So I could respect somebody saying, "What I've done is not something that I would normally do." So, I apologize, and Ten accepted her apology, right? And then but that not then, but like before that, Dom talks about how, once she started dancing and pretty much getting into fast money life, her mom pretty much, like, I don't know, they became distant. And I keep telling her every time I review, every time I see Dime, every time like I learn more about her, I tend to like Dime more because I completely understand like your parents pushing away because they don't believe in what you're doing. But I love the fact that she still like loves and respects her mom, and if her mom needed her today, she would do something for her. Which, yeah, I'm a little because if you can't be there when I'm down, you can't be there when I'm up, in my opinion. But it doesn't seem like her mom's asking her for anything. So if the day or when the day ever comes, I feel like she will be more than willing to give it to her because she hasn't asked for anything, and Dime has done pretty well for herself thus far. Nayeli and Rose are just haters, period. Because in their confessionals, they were like, "Oh, that wasn't genuine." T Wood's apology, they were like, "That wasn't genuine. She did that to save face." And I'm like, and if she did, so what? So what? Mind your business. Mind your business. So they get back home to the house, and I don't know what the producer's name is, but he asked her, he said, "What are you gonna do with the girls?" And she was like, I was thinking about sending them home, but instead of sending them home, I'm just gonna like put them in a deficit at the mint. Like they're just not gonna, they're gonna be like a negative $1,000. So each night that they work, if they don't make their money, they're not coming home with money. Which I respect that. I respect that. So I think the first one that she came at was Rose. And she told Rose about herself. And I think that Dime was harder on Rose because Rose and her are best friends. Or let's not say best friends, but close. They've been friends before, like for a while. So I feel like she felt slighted. Because this is my show. You already know how I am. And then you're acting as if you don't know. But Rose always has to put up this facade, which is annoying. Then she goes talks to Wes, and Dom was like, "Why were you even in it? Didn't y'all fight all day?" And Wes was like, "Yeah, we fought." And then Tokyo was like, "If y'all fought all day, why didn't you just tell the girls, hey, I'm good. We've been fighting all day. Like, I don't need to get my get back because I've already got her back." And Wes was like, "Well, I didn't know that they really messed with me, and oh my gosh." And I'm like, you can't be like, are these women really adult women? TV or not? Like, let's put that to the side, because if you would do this on camera, I just imagine what you would do off camera, right? And I feel like that's just lame. Like, you're just lame. Because if I've already dealt with the issue and people want to come in and like rehash the issue, there's no point. We've already dealt with it. We've already talked about it. We sung Kumbaya. We gone about our day. And Nayeli, she Dime didn't really read all the girls like she read Ferrari. She about to read Ferrari the field, and I'm gonna let y'all know. So Nayeli pretty much just said she got roped into it, and she went with everyone else, and she just did whatever. And she cried. I feel like it was fake. And that's because earlier that day she didn't care. So how you go from didn't care to now crying? Because my kids have to watch this and they're going to be so embarrassed, and I teach my kids not to bully. Well, then you didn't think about that in the moment? Come on. And then, of course, Judy, she got a little bit of something. She said she apologized, which I feel like Judy was a little more apologetic when that happened. And so Dime pretty much read Ferrari to Phil. She called her and pretty much say Big Ferrari is not Big Ferrari. She said, you're going to be used out pretty much to the point where there's going to be another girl. He's just going to call her Lamborghini. And some more stuff pretty much saying, like, you don't do your big one. It was very small. Your little arms were hitting her. You didn't even give her a chance to get up. I like the reason she picked her was because she has this big personality, but the more she watched her, this is what I got from her. The more she watched her, the more she realized she don't stand on nothing. And she was like, don't you got 2 kids? And you know what's just like, oh my god. Oh, and she told her that she was there for a TV moment. And I agree with that. I was like, Ferrari is loud but has no morals or principles. She don't stand on nothing. And let me tell you what she do. So Ferrari goes upstairs to apologize to 10. Then she goes downstairs and pretend like fakes cries in front of Dime. And Dime is like, Are you serious? And we all know, let's say this. Ferrari used to be in the prize, the prize white girl or the token white girl in the group of black people or whatever the group of minorities she's in. So she's used to being that girl where she's like, yeah, I vibe with them. You don't. And I'm gonna call it how I see it. It is I think I could assimilate around them and then still use all my privileges. That's what it is. Because let's take the lashes. Not even the lashes. Let's take the hair and all that stuff off her. She's a regular, smuggler white girl. I'm positive of it. And you can tell me whatever you want to tell me. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. She's a regular, smuggler white girl with mixed kids. She just so happened to be from... If it wasn't for Lucky, she wouldn't have these platforms. Let's be real. Because I don't even think she would have been able to get on Big Lex Baddies Collection, the season 1. And every other time she's on TV, it's always she's running behind somebody, she's somebody's minion. And I know people are gonna be like, that's not true. She stands her own. She doesn't. She stands her own when she knows that there's people around her that is gonna have her back. We have to watch this as adults and be real. There's people who know that nobody's backing them and they're gonna go after them. She knows that, oh, well, so-and-so's going to break it up. So-and-so, that's why she hasn't gone hard on the men. Until she knew that people had her back. Don't shoot the messenger. But that's the message. So, I'm not mad. Like, I'm mad at it because it's lame, right? Because either you stand 10 or you don't. But... y'all love her, so I'm gonna let y'all have it. That's y'all prized possession. I'm gonna put a little Ferrari right here. That's y'all prized possession. Y'all just hold her dear and near to y'all hearts. But I'm gonna come back later, maybe later on today, tomorrow, and do episode 8 of The Mint, because I told you I'm gonna get these out by the end of the week so we can have more content. And then I think that I'm going to start doing the review for Baddies East. Because it's coming to an end, but it's all the way not ended. So I think these are things that y'all still want to hear. But if you don't, tell me, let me know. The people who are coming here and watching, please give me some comments, some feedback, something. Thank you. Even if it's just 20 of us. Let's have a 20-person kiki. Alright, well, I'll see y'all guys later. Bye.
Tell me why we get to the place, right?
Mm-hmm.
First, we're like, one, this venue